Have you ever wondered what it would be like if 300,000 people suddenly appeared in your city without any resources? We're teetering on the edge of an impending crisis that could shake our society to its core. Picture this: a swelling tide of illegal immigrants, estimated at around 300,000 individuals, is anticipated to surge towards the Texas-Mexico border in the coming weeks. If allowed entry, this influx could trigger a domino effect of unforeseen consequences across the country. Now, why should this concern us, you may ask? Well, picture this scenario. These desperate individuals, devoid of resources, inadvertently become the most extreme, yet ill-equipped preppers. They arrive penniless, hungry, and often with families to care for. As they flood into our cities and towns, they will quickly deplete the everyday items we work so hard for. Let's consider the impact on our healthcare systems. Hospitals, already stretched thin, will be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of newcomers in need of care. Antibiotics, a crucial line of defense against disease, could be wiped clean from the shelves as these individuals grapple with our harsh winter weather. Next, think about the strain on our food supplies. As the wave hits, the availability of canned food, cheap food, and even water could dwindle rapidly. Survival gear like flashlights, tents, and sleeping bags, which we often take for granted, could become scarce. The urgency of this situation cannot be overstated. We're not talking about a distant possibility here. This is a looming crisis that could hit us in just 1 month's time. With such a massive influx of people, basic survival items will vanish from the shelves. The time to act is now. We need to be proactive and prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. This isn't about fear-mongering, but about being ready for the unexpected. It's about ensuring that we're not caught off guard when the storm hits. Remember, the key to survival is preparedness. So, let's brace ourselves and get ready for the impending crisis, because when it comes to survival, every second counts. You may be thinking, why should this concern me? Let me present you with an unsettling reality. The desperate situation of these incoming illegal immigrants effectively turns them into extreme preppers. Arriving with little more than the clothes on their backs, they are thrust into a fight for survival that will see them grabbing every essential item they can get their hands on. Imagine the scene. Thousands of desperate individuals flooding into our towns and cities. Their primary goal is to secure basic necessities for themselves and their families. The first items to go will be the budget prepping items, inexpensive, readily available supplies that you and I, as seasoned preppers, rely on for our survival. Think canned food, bottled water, simple medical supplies, items that we might consider basic, but in the hands of a desperate person become invaluable. And as these supplies dwindle, the competition to secure what's left will increase. This isn't about casting blame or pointing fingers. It's about recognizing a potential threat to our ability to prepare and respond to crises. As preppers, we understand the importance of being ready for any eventuality. The sudden influx of a large number of people in survival mode is an eventuality we need to prepare for. Consider this. The antibiotics we rely on to treat infections could become scarce as they are snapped up by newcomers grappling with our harsh winter weather. Even items like flashlights, tents, and sleeping bags could become harder to come by as they are seized by those in desperate need of shelter. The impact on our ability to stockpile essential items could be significant. The shelves we're used to seeing filled with supplies could suddenly be empty. The resources we've perhaps taken for granted could become much harder to obtain. These newcomers, in their fight for survival, will clear out all the budget prepping items first. The threat is real, and it's time we prepared. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. So, what can we do to prepare for this imminent crisis, you may ask? Well, preparation is the key, and it's time to get our ducks in a row. Let's start with the basics. Food and water are the lifeblood of survival. Therefore, it's crucial to stockpile non-perishable foods like canned goods, rice, pasta, and beans. Don't forget about water purification tablets or filtration systems, as clean drinking water may become scarce. Next, we need to look at medical supplies. Antibiotics will be in high demand, so stock up now. Other essentials include bandages, antiseptic wipes, and over-the-counter pain relievers. Remember, in a crisis, even the smallest cut can become a serious problem without proper care. Now let's talk shelter. With the influx of people, there may be a shortage of available housing. Investing in a sturdy tent, sleeping bags, and warm clothing can make all the difference. If you're in a colder climate, consider investing in a portable heater and extra blankets. Next up is lighting. When the power grid goes down, you'll need a reliable light source. stockpile flashlights, batteries, and even solar-powered lights. These items are often overlooked, but they can be a beacon in the darkness when you most need it. Let's not forget about communication. In a crisis, staying informed is crucial. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio can keep you updated on the situation. Also, consider a prepaid cell phone with extra minutes for emergencies. Lastly, consider your personal security. The desperate situation may lead to an increase in crime, so it's important to have some form of protection. This could be anything from a sturdy lock for your door to self-defense items. Remember to think like a budget prepper. These are the items that will disappear first, so stock up, plan ahead, and be ready for anything. The influx of illegal immigrants seeking immediate necessities poses a threat to the availability of resources we've taken for granted. Let's be ready. The storm is coming. Let's face it head-on, prepared and undaunted. Remember, the key to survival is preparation. Prepping is all about anticipating the future and preparing accordingly. As we face the imminent influx of immigrants, it's crucial to remember why we prep. It's about readiness, resilience, and taking control of our circumstances before they control us. This wave of newcomers desperate for survival is poised to tap into the resources we rely on, making our prepping actions more critical than ever. The importance of preparing for this upcoming wave cannot be overstated. It's not about fear, but rather about foresight. We've seen the effects of unpreparedness in the face of crisis, and it's a situation none of us want to find ourselves in. We prep to ensure that we can maintain our standard of living, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in. As we brace ourselves for the impact, remember that every item you stockpile, every plan you make, is a step towards ensuring your survival and the survival of those you care about. Look at your prepper pantry, consider what might be the first to go when the wave hits, and prioritize those items. It's the small things that often make the biggest difference in a crisis. And let's not forget the power of community. Share this video, spread the word, let your fellow preppers know what's coming. Remember, we are not alone in this. We are a community of individuals who believe in self-reliance, resilience, and readiness. We stand together in the face of adversity, supporting and learning from one another. In the end, it all boils down to this: preparation is the key to survival. We prep, not out of fear, but out of a desire to maintain control over our lives no matter what comes our way. So let's keep prepping, keep planning, keep stockpiling. Let's face this challenge head-on, not with fear, but with determination and readiness. Prepping for tomorrow starts today. Let's stand prepared together. As we come to the end of this briefing, let's remember why we prep. We are standing on the precipice of a possible crisis, a wave of illegal immigration that could overwhelm our resources and put our way of life at risk. This isn't just a political issue, it's a survival issue. It's about protecting what we've worked hard for and ensuring we can weather any storm that comes our way. We've explored why this impending crisis matters to us as preppers. With the potential influx of desperate individuals, our everyday resources could be swept clean off the shelves, hospitals could be swamped, streets could descend into chaos, and survival essentials could become scarce. These are not just hypotheticals, these are realities we need to prepare for. We've also looked at how we can prepare for this influx. We've got roughly 1 month to get our preps in order. It's time to stock up on essentials, fortify our prepper pantry, and think like a budget prepper. Even the smallest items could become precious commodities in the face of this crisis. But remember, we're not just prepping for ourselves, we're prepping for our families, our communities, and our future. So, share this video, get the word out there. Let's make sure as many people as possible are informed and ready. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for future updates. We're all in this together, prepping for tomorrow. As we face this potential crisis, let's keep our heads high and our spirits strong. We're preppers. We're survivors. We're ready for whatever comes our way. So, let's get to work. Let's prepare. Let's stand tall and stand prepared. Thank you for watching. Stay prepared, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Prepping for Tomorrow, signing off.